On the edge of a noisy city, where mornings began with loud factory sirens and the air was heavy with dampness, stood a grey food factory. Every day, hundreds of people entered its gates and left in the evening, tired and silent, each lost in their own thoughts. Among this endless crowd was Priya, an ordinary worker not very different from the others. But she had one small habit that made her special. She was the only one who always brought words of greeting in the morning and carried words of farewell in the evening for everyone she met on her way. Every morning, as she walked through the main entrance, she lifted her eyes with a gentle smile and said, "Good morning, Rahimji." Rahimji was the porter. His job was to carry heavy boxes, unload crates, and help with the flow of goods. He had worked in the factory for 30 years, but for most workers, he was invisible. People passed by him as if he was only a wall or a trolley, but not for Priya. Every evening, when she left the factory, she always turned back and said, "Goodbye, Rahimji. See you tomorrow." These simple words, which seemed small, were for him a reminder that he existed, valuable and visible for at least one person in this big, indifferent world. One evening, Priya stayed longer than usual. The factory halls were already silent. The workers had gone home. She entered the cold storage room to check something small, but the heavy door closed behind her. The loud metallic sound cut her off from the whole world. At first, she couldn't believe it. With all her strength, Priya hit the door and cried for help, her voice breaking until it grew weak. The thick, soundproof walls swallowed every sound. Step by step, breathing grew heavy. Cold crept deeper, freezing her arms and clouding thoughts. Memories of family came rushing back, mixed with the fears that tomorrow might never come. Time moved painfully slow, and each minute felt like an eternity. At that time, Rahimji was finishing his shift, ready to go home, but suddenly felt strange worry. He remembered every evening he heard the usual goodbye, but today silence. At first he thought maybe he had just missed it, but something felt wrong. The absence of that familiar farewell grew like a heavy shadow within the heart. He almost reached the gate, trying to ignore this thought, but his feet stopped. It was impossible to leave until the worry was proven false. Something pushed him to turn back and walk again through the empty, echoing halls. He looked into every room until reaching the cold storage door. His heart sank. He pulled it open and saw Priya. A fragile figure lay on the floor, arms gripping tightly as if to hold life inside, lips pale and blue from the beating cold, the body trembling with the last reeds of strength. When her tired eyes met his, a spark appeared in them, not only relief, but life itself, holding on to hope. His heart felt shattered. Without thinking, he rushed forward, lifted the weakened body, and guided it out of the icy trap. He carried Priya into his small room, covered her shoulders with an old work jacket, and set a cup of hot tea from his thermos into trembling hands. He stayed silent, giving her time to recover, and only watched as little by little color returned to her pale cheeks. Later, when Priya was warm and her hands stopped shaking, she asked, "Rahimji, why did you even look for me? It was not your duty." He looked at her with tired but kind eyes and answered softly, "For 30 years I have worked in this factory. Every day hundreds of people come and go, but only a few ever stop to greet me. Most pass by as if I am nobody, as if I don't exist. But you are different. Every morning you said hello, and every evening you said goodbye. Today in the morning, like always, you greeted me, but in the evening I waited for your goodbye, and it never came. That silence told me something was wrong. I have grown so used to your simple words, hello and goodbye, that they remind me every day that I still matter, that I am needed by someone. When I didn't hear them tonight, I knew something had happened. That's why I searched for you everywhere. My friend, life is unpredictable. The only true treasure we have is human warmth. Be humble, respect those around you, and share this warmth. It is the one wealth that will return to you when you need it most." Yes, my friends, some people pass like walls, Others say a simple hello. Whose hello has meant the most to you? Write it in the comments and please subscribe for more. See you in the next chapter.